My business partner announced my retirement at my own celebration dinner. The entire restaurant went silent. Then he said the words that changed everything. Wait, you didn't tell him? My name is Marcus Chen. I'm 42 years old, and until that Friday evening in September, I thought I knew exactly who I could trust. I'd built Sterling Tech Solutions from the ground up with my best friend, Jake Morrison. We'd been inseparable since college, started the company in my garage 15 years ago, and grew it into a $20 million cybersecurity firm. Jake was like a brother to me. I was his best man at his wedding. He was there when my father died. We'd survived every challenge the business world threw at us, side by side. The dinner was supposed to celebrate our biggest win yet. We'd just landed a contract with a Fortune 500 company worth $8 million annually, the kind of deal that would take Sterling Tech to the next level. Jake suggested we celebrate at Meridian, this upscale steakhouse downtown where tech executives loved to be seen. About 40 people showed up that evening, our entire management team, key employees, investors, even some clients. My wife Sarah was there, looking beautiful in the dress I bought her for our anniversary. Everything felt perfect. I was halfway through my ribeye when Jake stood up, tapping his wine glass for attention. The conversations around the restaurant died down as people turned to listen. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight, Jake began, that charming smile on his face that had helped us close countless deals. This contract represents everything we've worked toward, and I'm excited to announce that Sterling Tech is entering a new phase. I smiled, expecting him to talk about expansion plans or maybe new hires. Instead, he looked directly at me. Marcus has decided to step back from day-to-day operations. He's earned his retirement after 15 years of hard work. My fork clattered against my plate. Around me, people started clapping, but I could see confusion on some faces. Our CFO, Jennifer Park, was frowning. My wife, Sarah, had gone completely still. "I'm sorry, what?" I said, but the applause drowned me out. Jake continued, his voice carrying across the restaurant. Marcus will transition to an advisory role while I take over as sole CEO. This will allow Sterling Tech to move forward with the agility and vision needed for our next chapter. The applause was dying down now as people started noticing my expression. I stood up slowly. "Jake, we never discussed this. What are you talking about?" Jake's smile didn't waver. "Come on, Marcus. We talked about this last month. You said you were getting tired of the grind, wanted more time with Sarah." My heart started pounding. That's not what I said. I said I was tired from the proposal marathon. I never said anything about retiring or stepping back. An uncomfortable silence spread through the restaurant. Our lead developer, Amit Singh, was staring at his plate. Jennifer looked between Jake and me with dawning horror on her face. "Well," Jake said, his tone turning patronizing, "maybe you don't remember clearly. You have been pretty stressed lately. In fact, I've been concerned about your judgment on several recent decisions." "My judgment?" I repeated. "Jake, what the hell is going on?" Sarah stood up, touching my arm. "Marcus, maybe you two should discuss this privately." But Jake shook his head. "No, I think our team deserves transparency. Marcus, I've been covering for you for months now. The missed meetings, the forgotten deadlines. I didn't want to embarrass you, but since you're forcing my hand—" "Forcing your hand?" I felt like I'd entered an alternate reality. "I haven't missed any meetings. What are you talking about?" Jennifer finally spoke up. "Jake, I need to say something." Jake shot her a warning look. "Jennifer, not now." "Yes, now," she insisted, her voice shaking but determined. "Marcus hasn't missed any meetings. I have the attendance records. And those forgotten deadlines Jake mentioned, those were projects Jake reassigned without telling you." The temperature in the room seemed to drop 20 degrees. "Thank you, Jennifer," I said quietly, then looked at Jake. "Want to explain what's really happening here?" Jake's charming mask finally cracked. "Fine. You want the truth? Sterling Tech has outgrown you, Marcus. Your conservative approach is holding us back. That Fortune 500 contract, I'm the one who closed it. I'm the one who's been driving growth while you've been playing it safe. Playing it safe, I said, my voice dangerously quiet. I'm the one who built our security protocols. I'm the one whose reputation in the industry brought in half our clients. And last I checked, we're equal partners. Were equal partners. Past tense. Take a look at your shareholder agreement, Marcus. Section 47B. In the event of incapacitation or decreased capacity to perform duties, the board can vote to restructure leadership. My blood ran cold. You called a board meeting without me? Last Tuesday, Jake confirmed. While you were conveniently out of town visiting your mother, the board voted unanimously that Sterling Tech needs singular leadership moving forward. The board that you stacked with your friends? I said, pieces falling into place. The 3 new board members we added 6 months ago, the ones you insisted we needed for diverse perspectives? Jake shrugged. Business is business, Marcus. Nothing personal. Nothing personal? I laughed bitterly. We started this company together. I trusted you with everything. How long have you been planning this? Before Jake could answer, Amit stood up. About a year, he said quietly. I'm sorry, Marcus. Jake approached me last year, asking me to document any mistakes you made, any times you seemed unfocused. He said it was for performance reviews. You were spying on me? I looked at Amit, who at least had the decency to look ashamed. Jake said it was standard procedure. He showed me documents that made it look official. I didn't realize he was building a case to push you out. Sarah's voice cut through the chaos. What about the money, Jake? Everyone turned to look at her. She was staring at Jake with an expression I'd never seen before. Cold, calculating, almost satisfied. Sarah? I said, confused. She ignored me, keeping her eyes on Jake. Tell him, Sarah said, her voice hard. He's going to find out anyway. Might as well hear it from us. Jake sighed like he was disappointed in a child. Marcus, Sarah and I have been together for about 14 months now. She's been instrumental in helping me understand your vulnerabilities, your passwords, your private files, your concerns about various business decisions. Very useful information. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think. The woman I loved had been feeding information to my best friend to help him steal my company? You've been sleeping with my wife? I said, and my voice sounded distant to my own ears. For over a year? It's not like that, Sarah said, but she didn't sound sorry. Marcus, you were never home, always working, always stressed. Jake actually paid attention to me. I was building the company that pays for your lifestyle, the company Jake is now trying to steal. If you're finding this story gripping and want to hear more real-life accounts of betrayal, survival, and justice, please hit that subscribe button below. Drop a comment about your own experiences with discovering the truth, and smash that like button to help this video reach others who might need to hear this story. Your support means everything. And remember, you're stronger than you think you are. Jennifer stood up again. Marcus, there's more you need to know. Jake's been moving money. 3 months ago, he created a subsidiary company under Sterling Tech, Tech Secure Solutions. He's been routing our most profitable contracts through it. That's a lie, Jake said quickly. Too quickly. Jennifer, you're fired. You can't fire me, she replied. I don't report to you, and I've already sent copies of all the financial documents to the SEC and to Marcus's personal email. Those contracts Jake's been routing through his side company, that's embezzlement. That's fraud. The color drained from Jake's face. You have no proof of wrongdoing. Tech Secure Solutions is a legitimate subsidiary. A subsidiary that only Jake owns, not Sterling Tech. Jake's been stealing from the company for months, funneling money into his personal accounts. I estimate about $2 million so far. Now other people were standing up, reaching for their phones. Our investors looked furious. Clients who attended the dinner were whispering urgently to each other. Everyone, please, Jake said, trying to gain control. This is a misunderstanding. Jennifer is a disgruntled employee who... I have the bank statements, Jennifer interrupted, holding up her phone. I have the emails where Jake instructed me to hide the transactions. I have everything. I looked at my wife, who was now pale and shaking. Did you know about the embezzlement? No, she whispered. Jake, you said this was just about taking control of the company. You said it was legal. It is legal, Jake insisted, but sweat was beading on his forehead. Strategic theft, Amit added, apparently finding his conscience. Jake approached me 2 months ago, asking me to join Tech Secure, wanted me to bring Sterling Tech's proprietary code with me. I almost did it, Marcus. I'm sorry. The restaurant manager approached our table. Excuse me, but you're disturbing the other guests. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Perfect, I said, pulling out my phone, because I need to call my lawyer anyway. Jake, you just admitted to fraud in front of 40 witnesses.